Hello, we're gonna review Thor, Love and Thunder. So I did a vlog for this a while back in July. So that was a while ago. So anyway, let's give my proper thoughts on Thor, Love and Thunder. By the way, check out that vlog I did. It's still up. So this movie, I was actually excited for when they were like announcing the Phase 4. I was thinking, oh, we're getting another Thor movie. Thor gets his own movie, fourth film, and Iron Man and Cap did not. So that was quite the neat trick they did. So I decided to see this movie because why not? And so it's about Thor teaming up with a returned Jane Foster to take down Gore, the Butcher God, who is trying to find the eternity to bring back his daughter or something. But instead he's killing gods, killing others and kidnapping others. And so it's up to Thor to team up with his ragtag team and stop him. So, honestly, I'm kind of mixed on this movie. I might as well give my other thoughts on the other four movies in a quick second. I liked the first Thor movie. I thought it was decent. It wasn't my favorite, but it was an alright movie. For the Dark World, I don't really like that movie. I don't hate it. It's just I thought it was boring. And Thor Ragnarok is probably one of my favorite MCU movies. And so this movie, I feel it's just not my favorite in Phase 4. Like, I don't hate it. I thought it was okay. Like, I think I gave it like a 7 out of 10 when I reviewed it back in July. Like, even my friend just thought it was a 6 out of 10. He even said he didn't really like it all that much. It's just that this movie, I just felt it went like any other Marvel movie. Sure, we see the Guardians of the Galaxy, but like you kind of just forget that they're in the movie. Like it's cool seeing them team up before. Like we get like a recap of what Thor's been up to. He's trying to get in shape. He's hanging out with the Guardians of the Galaxy. He's focusing on rebuilding his life, basically. And he does look like what we see him in most movies. He's got his long hair back. He's got more armor on. He's still using the Stormbreaker. Very cool stuff. And meanwhile, Jane Foster isn't so good with life. She has cancer. It's unfortunate. It's kind of like the comic book sense. I think she has cancer in the comic book, so it's being faithful to the comics in a way. And I think she basically is trying to keep herself alive. She's trying to stay stronger. We even see a quick cameo of Darcy. I didn't think she was gonna be in this movie. She was in WandaVision, but I thought they were done with that character. But just one last time, I guess. She wasn't even in 4-3. We even see a little quick scene of Eric Selba, and basically I think Jane does try to find the pieces of the destroyed hammer from when we last saw it in Ragnarok. It was crazy to me never seeing the hammer again, because I thought we wouldn't see it again since it got destroyed by Hela. But somehow Jane becomes worthy, which is cool. So now we get Jane Foster 4. Like, they honestly made this movie to do Jane Foster 4, honestly. And also, Thor and her do meet up when Gore attacks them. The new Asgard and kidnaps the children there or something. And I might as well talk about Gore. I thought he was an okay villain. He was creepy, for sure. I thought she seemed like a great villain, but like I feel like she has too much exposition in her character, while also trying to be a badass. Gore is kind of just a guy who was trying to save his daughter, but what he was doing to get that power was wrong. He's like killing people, kidnapping, like I said. And he's played by Christian Bale. I'm honestly surprised he's in this movie, because Christian Bale is just he played Batman, and now he's in the MCU, and he doesn't seem the type to really be in like big blockbuster movies like these. Like, I know he was in big blockbuster movies, but like I think after the Batman, I think you want to take a break from the superhero world. But no, I guess he's in this movie, and honestly, I couldn't even tell if it was Christian Bale. At first, in the flashback where he loses his daughter, it does look like Christian Bale, but once he becomes Gore, he's like a completely different person. And I like how his sword can, like, if you break it, it like just recreates itself or something. But as this movie went on, I just felt it kind of just went like any other Marvel movie. Our characters go on a quest. They meet with this Hercules guy. I think he was I think he was played by Russell Crowe. Yeah, and they even have like a nude scene for some reason. Like, I thought that was a little odd. It's like they're trying to go all in with the comedy for this movie. And Thor ends up, looks like he kills Russell Crowe's character, but I think it was Zeus, the character was. But I think it's revealed later that he survived his wound, and they basically need his lightning bolt to defeat Gore. And I think they do take it, and then I think Zeus even takes apart Korg, and I thought Korg was gonna die, because Korg was always the funny guy, in my opinion, even when he was with the character Meek. And they end up sailing away, and then they go to like this very creative world where like everything's black and white, and they like, I thought that was creative scene. Like, there's so much visual effects you can compliment about this movie for sure. Like, they put a lot of work in this movie. And I think they do have a fight with Korg, and he basically asks for to summon the Stormbreaker to free them from their trap, or when he traps them. But Thor's just like, no, but I think he ends up doing it anyway, and they all try to fight him the best they can, and then eventually they have to bring Jane back to the hospital because of her cancer. And then Thor decides to deal with Gore himself, and he ends up freeing all the children. And I think one of the children is Heimdall's son. I was surprised he even had a son, because Heimdall just stands there with a sword and protects the gateway of Asgard. But apparently he has a son, and I guess he's like the new Heimdall in a way. And basically the kids all team up, and they get these lightning powers. They fight Gore's army, then Jane Foster returns for one last moment, and they fight Gore, and then they end up going to the eternity thing. And they have to make like a wish to bring, and Gore's just like, please bring back my daughter. And Jane, I guess, passes away, and Thor and her have a last moment, and then she dies, and then honestly I was surprised she's gonna die. I kind of knew she was gonna die. But then Gore basically sacrifices himself in a way, and then he brings back his daughter, and then I guess Thor's now an adopted father now. And it ends with the two taking down the army, and Korg's just like, now that's the story of Love and Thunder. So that's Thor, Love and Thunder. It was an okay movie. I just felt it went like any other Marvel movie. Like, we just had our plot, we had our villain, and we had our typical finale. I just didn't really think it really did anything for the characters. I mean, I did like the Jane stuff, but I wish more characters had more moments to shine, for sure. But I don't know if we're getting a 4 or 5. Looks like Hercules is gonna be in it. Like, they set that up in the post-credits scene. But I really do like Chris Hemsworth as Thor. I think he's the only reason why I love Thor. Yeah, but this movie could have been a lot better in my opinion. I'd probably give it, just like I said, like a 7 out of 10. That's my honest thought about Thor, Love, and Thunder. So I think the next review is going to be Lightyear, the Buzz Lightyear movie. So anyway, what'd you think of Thor, Love, and Thunder? So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.